Well, we got ourselves another crazy situation. People crashing out, being stupid. Bunch of stuff happening in the world that should not be happening. Such as CDL drivers who are not properly qualified to be driving a truck. And unalives American family in tragic crash. Holy man, what the I bet he was an illegal immigrant. What do you want to bet? He looks like it. He looks like the type. I don't want to come off as racist or anything, but usually whenever something like this happens, and it's a guy that looks like that, they ain't supposed to be here, and they ain't supposed to be working. That's insane, man.
Why should they be able to read and speak English? Because the mother freaking signs that you have to navigate as a CDL driver is in English. If it's saying no U-turn, well, you gotta be stupid not to see the sign that do like this and it got an X on it. But if you can't read that, if you're trying to get to a certain location, you can't read a map. You can't be driving and hauling across interstate lines.
All you need to know to drive, though, Officer Tatum, is you stay between the mayo and the mustard. That's all you need to know, and then you're good to go. You can drive. You just gotta match up the number on the speed limit sign to the number that it says on the odometer, right? Right? That's how you drive? No. No. We have rules. You have to be able to read the signs because the signs are fucking important. They're there for a reason. Stop people from dying.
This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. TatumStore.com, so make sure you check out our store.
He's got some cool shirts.
Have a whole on the highway. Illegal immigrant. You know that fool.
Bro, fucking, are you serious? How was I right? I'm always right about these things.
Fool that y'all seen over the weekend that tried to do a U-turn on the highway. Now, let me say this real quick. I don't think it's that hard to figure this out. We all know now that he was an illegal alien. He should have never been in this country.
Holy shit.
If you ask me, I think he should be put to death for what he tried to do.
Uh-huh.
However, it makes no sense whatsoever on planet Earth for a person that allegedly has a valid CDL driver license to be traveling on a highway going 70 miles per hour, believe that it makes sense to come to a complete stop. You can't turn a semi-truck at 30 miles per hour. And then from the wide lane, you come across the lane, don't even look in your rearview mirror or your side mirrors. You do none of that. Somebody dies as a result of crashing into your semi-truck.
I bet he thinks it was their fault. Oh, they should have saw me. They should have slowed down. Dude, I literally saw this happen one time. Not this situation, but like there was a guy who was texting on his phone and he had a service truck and he was a foreigner. I don't know if he was an illegal alien. He was obviously a foreigner though. And he swerved off into the other lane and somebody hit him slowly. They slowly just, and then had plenty of time to move over. But that guy, it was his fault because he was texting and he was in the oncoming lane. You don't expect when you're driving that there's going to be somebody coming straight at you in your lane. And even if they do, maybe they'll swerve back over, you know? This person didn't think that they were going to be getting into a head-on collision that day. And the guy tried to blame the person who they hit. And it was obvious what happened. I saw it happen.
And you don't even bet. I don't even think the guy frowned. He ain't think twice. And I'm going to show you that clip real quick.
Yeah, because he doesn't think that it's his fault. Fuck him. That's what he thinks.
And then we're going to get into some details about how California, the one gave him a CDL driver's license.
Holy
and I think
shit.
that more people should be held accountable than just the driver.
Yeah, the whole fucking state of California.
There's no way that this should have happened. Now, this is a clip of another scenario, not the one that we're looking at, but another scenario of somebody trying to do the exact same thing. And without a crash occurring, there's a CDL driving guy that he's incredibly funny. He kind of describes this, so you can kind of see what this looks like when other people have tried to do this in the past. Roll the clip.
So you really finna do a U-turn right here in the middle of the interstate. Boy, I'm telling you what, it's like some people don't have the sense that come with common, okay? It's like some people don't even, like it's a sign right there. No U-turns. You see that sign up there? It clearly says no U-turns. That's for civilian cars. That's for 4-wheelers. That's for 18-wheelers. That is there for a reason. And you're doing it. So we got some breaking news.
Now, Hurst, here we go. Now, this is the other clip that he was talking about that ended up in this crash. Just looking at the other video, how are you going to enter the highway in a semi-truck when cars are traveling 50, 60 miles? The interstate is 80 miles per hour, really. People are traveling between 65 and 80 miles per hour.
80? Yeah. If it says 70 on the sign, people are going 90, 100 miles per hour.
How in God's green earth are you going to enter the freeway? That truck don't get up to speed fast.
He's retarded. The dude should not have been driving at all, let alone a fucking 18-wheeler. He shouldn't have even been driving a fucking Prius.
That thing going. You got to shift 45 gears before you can get to 20 miles per hour. And you're going to. So this guy did this, and this is the aftermath of a tragic accident. Roll the clip.
Or the U-turn driver that made the U-turn in the middle of the interstate.
Damn, did you see that car?
Out, this dude right here.
Dude, so much emergency service.
He's an
Dude.
ILLEGAL.
They could be helping so many other people, but they have to be at this situation.
Immigrant, okay? With a CDL license. Man, you know they about to start cracking down, right? You know they about to, all it takes is one national news story like this right here. They about to start cracking down.
Yeah, so California gave him the CDL and he was in Florida. Is that what happened?
Them way stations. They about to start checking off everything. They about to start checking everybody. I just truly believe that right there. But they say this dude right here entered the country the wrong way. And when he entered the country the wrong way, he came through Mexico, and, man, it's just a sad situation, man.
Let's get to some facts real quick. So he held the California-issued CDL driver's license.
Of course he did.
He also worked for a company who actually should be sued to oblivion.
Uh-huh.
It's called White Hawk Carriers.
White Hawk Carriers.
INC.
They should not be allowed to exist anymore.
Their DBA is White Hawk, and they're out of California.
Yep. Of course.
They got an A dot number and all of those stuff, a US dot number. I'm not going to give that out. I mean, I don't think that's relevant. And another crazy thing is that this dude is an Indian illegal immigrant. The owner of the White Hawk company is an Indian.
Yeah, people want to act like it's all Mexicans. No, it's all illegal immigrants from anywhere, even white people.
And so you know what happened here. You know what this is why my wife is so adamant that we need to get these people out of our country. This man prioritized ethnicity and kinship over legitimacy. An illegal alien was issued a CDL driver's license, probably can't speak English, should not be over here, caused 3 people to be killed.
I wonder how many white people they denied CDLs to.
How many of you guys in the comment section think that the company should be sued as well? You have
I don't think they should be allowed to exist.
A responsibility to not cheat and lie in order to get somebody a CDL driver's license. I don't know if California let illegal aliens get CDL driver's license, but I would argue that the company probably paid that he can get the CDL driver's license, and they probably helped him lie about his credentials and his status in order for him to get the CDL driver's license. And to be
and I bet on every level it was like that too. It wasn't just people at the company, it was the people in the government that were like, oh, he's an illegal immigrant? I like illegal immigrants. I think that he should work. He technically can't because he's an illegal immigrant, but I believe that he should be able to. So here you go. Boom. Stamped. You're good to go. Let's go. Go to work. Good luck.
Quite honest, whether you Indian or not, bruh, how do you make this turn? Roll the clip.
I didn't think it was actually going to show it. Let's see that again. Let's roll that back. That was fucking crazy. And it just happens. It just happens. There's no plan. He just does it.
How do you make this turn? Roll the clip.
Sides and then boom. They had no time to think. And then look at his face. Let's see it again one more time. Watch his reaction.
How do you make this turn? Roll the clip.
No reaction. He's just like,
now, I don't know if he's in shock or what, but look at his facial expressions. Go back. He doesn't. Hold on.
It's like he don't even care. He's probably seen so many people die from traffic accidents that he's just like, well, oh.
If I'm driving a semi-truck illegally, right? I'm an illegal alien. I shouldn't be in this country in the first place. And I'm looking at the sign and I'm like,
he doesn't care.
I'm finna do it.
He's not thinking about it.
U-turn on the freeway.
He just knows how it's always been through his whole life. And he knows what driving's like in India. And it's fucking crazy. And people die all the time and nobody gets in trouble because people die all the time.
I know I'm doing an illegal U-turn while being illegal. Boom! The whole car go up under the trailer. At some point, panic should set in on in your body language.
Yeah, the passenger is more panicked.
Go, oh my God. I'm going to prison. I'm getting deported. People have been killed. I should have never made that turn. What am I thinking? My life is over.
He probably thought that they should have slowed down.
I'm screwed. Do I run? Bro, did you see that? What happened? This fool did the turn and was like, I guess it's over. Then catch him outside. Did we got the video of him just right outside the vehicle, right after the crash? There's a display of it, I believe, this clip. After the crash, he's like standing right outside the vehicle. Play it again. Just play it.
Yeah, that dude's just fucking stoic.
He just looks back there. And then they're going to show him right here. He's just standing right over here. They pulling dead kids and stuff or people out of that car, and he's just standing there with a blank look on his face. You don't need to speak English to not crash and kill people. Now, what I would say is that we need to...
What I will say is that dude is a fucking monster. And he deserves to be hanged publicly.
...to make a change.
I
think the president has already done something very similar to this, is that federal law requires carriers, it's called the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Regulation. All commercial truck drivers in the U.S. must be able to read and speak English.
But that's racist, Officer Tatum. That's racist. There are people out there who can't read, who can't speak English. And if you don't allow them to have jobs, that's racist. They're going to die. They're going to starve. You can't let people starve, can you, Officer Tatum?
Why? Why should they be able to read and speak English? Because the mother freaking signs that you have to navigate as a CDL driver is in English. So if it says road closed and you don't know what a road closed mean, if it's saying no U-turn, well, you got to be stupid not to see the sign that do like this and it got an X on it. But if you can't read that, if you're trying to get to...
He didn't look at the sign. Not only can he not read the sign or know what the sign means, he didn't even look at the sign. He's not looking at signs.
To a certain location, you can't read a map.
He already came in the country illegally. You think he cares about road laws?
You can't be driving and hauling across interstate lines. Understand traffic signs and signals. Talk with police and officials. Fill out driving reports and records. If you can't speak English, how do you talk to police and officials? They shouldn't have to get an interpreter to talk to you because you're illegally in our country. How do you fill out driving reports if you don't know English? You can't write it in English. You can write it in Spanish. You can write it in Farsi or whatever. I don't know, whatever they speak. What do Indians speak? I don't know what they speak. Hindu? I don't know what people speak. I don't care. If you don't know English, I don't want to talk to you. Hindi. I ain't never heard that language before. But they speak that. Speak that over there. Don't come to America speaking Hindi. We speak English. A little bit Ebonics, but it's still English. All right? The rulers existed before Donald Trump. Under Trump, 2017 to 2020, enforcement was tighter. States were pressed to follow English standards more strictly. English proficiency ties directly to public safety and immigration control. What should be done? What should we do about this situation? Regulatory audits
I can tell you what we should do about this situation.
and enforcement. Review license policy. Penalties for non-compliance. Policy reform. This is the things that we should be doing to protect our citizens on the roadway that ignorant folk.
Yeah, and if California wants to keep doing shit like this, I think Florida should ban California truck drivers. If they don't want to get their shit together, they can't be trusted. California truck drivers, do not enter Florida. That's what I would do.
That shouldn't even be here. Look, American citizens have a grace period of being ignorant, okay? They can be ignorant to a certain point. They break the law, they go
We call it ignorant around here.
to jail, but they can be ignorant, right? This state country, this state, they can choose whether to do right or do wrong. When you come here illegally and you're not a citizen, you have no rights. I think that people that, if you are responsible for the loss of life of other people, you should lose your life. Take them down there to the jail, put them in the chair, or put them on a table, and that's all you got to do. Or you can line them up on that wall and let them, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Some states still allow them to do that. Line them up on that wall. I think the men who be messing with these kids, they line them up on the wall. Shoot for the midsection first, and then you can finish.
One of these.
I think you should take it and saw it off. Messing with kids. Don't let me start. Don't let me go down that path. I'm trying to be
Bro, you're going to get me started.
saved.
You know, a little bit of.
I want to be saved. But I think they should lose their life. They come into our country illegally and take the life of another person. You should lose your life. There's no talking. There's no immigration.
Especially if they just don't give a shit like that.
There's no talking. There's no constitution. We ain't talking about nothing, bro. You ain't supposed to be
I bet nothing's even going to happen to the guy. I bet nothing's going to happen to him.
here. You ain't a part of this establishment. You didn't die. Your family members didn't die for us to be free. You don't have no rights. You ain't supposed to be here. You absolved of any constitutional right.
Actually, those people died because they didn't have Hindi on the sign, and they should have. They should accommodate for people who do not speak English.
You go straight to hell. You gotta go talk to God first. Then you ain't got your life right. You probably gonna go to hell. But you ain't finna be here. That's all I'm saying.
Judging by the way he was acting in this whole situation, I'd say that he's not right with God.
If I can't be the president. I would literally, if I could control, that's why we don't have a dictator. Because if I was a dictator, I'd say, what do you mean you come to this country illegally? Oh, everybody go. I don't give up what you doing. If your status is illegal, I'm talking about people.
Yep, you get out, don't come back. Because the next time you come back, you ain't leaving.
People that overstay their visa within 30 days, 90 days.
Forever.
That's plenty of time to
Don't make me
rectify
dictator.
anything
Do not make me leader.
that you had going on. You gone. Hey, man, it ain't my fault. Get it together. Don't come in here. I guarantee you if you restrict it, people be on top of their game. And if you take the life of a person here, we take you right out back. There's no nothing. There's no beyond a reasonable doubt. It's a preponderance of evidence. The preponderance of evidence says that 51% of the evidence show that you did this. Gone. I know we ain't gonna schedule it. What you mean? Take them out there right now. We got plenty of time, baby. Take them out there right now.
Yeah, fuck all the bureaucracy. Let's go.
Every one of them that did something, line them up one by one. I think it only take like an hour. Every hour on the hour, 24/7. You take the life of a person in America, you got to go meet God. That ain't our fault. That's your fault. Go meet him and you talk to him about it.
And if it's like actually is a complete accident and there's nothing that you could have done about it, then sure, like we'll talk about it. But if you're like this guy, Officer Tatum is right on this.
You ain't got it's no more talking with us. You talk to him. I bet people won't come here no more. They come over here, they ain't committing crimes because you're going to go meet God. And a lot of times y'all ain't ready to meet God. So you definitely don't want to go meet God that fast. But you finna go meet him, man. We ain't wasting taxpayer dollar on feeding you. You don't need to eat. You don't need to eat.
Yeah, you caused a whole family to not be able to eat. You don't need to eat.
You gonna either go out that way or you gonna starve. Whichever one come first. The greatest of the two
Dude, fucking Officer Tatum's based in this video.
Whichever one come first. That's one thing I don't want to go on a rant, but that's one thing I don't understand about our criminal justice system. When you go to prison, why do you get 3 meals? You get 1 meal. You just need enough for you to walk to the toilet and back to and maybe for you to walk out the gate if we need you to. You don't need to eat 3 meals. You ain't doing nothing but going in circles in a 5x9. It maybe be a 6x9. Why do you need that much food for you to walk from here to there? You don't need food to get in shape and be built. You go to prison, you shouldn't want to be there. Dudes go to prison, get their master's degree. They come out swole. They turn their fitness models. And you should be starving when you come out of there. I bet you won't do it twice. Sleeping in 3 meals a day. What? Man, when I was a cop, I didn't.
Yeah, like my roommate, when he was in prison, he still says it to this day. He's like, yes, like I don't really mind that much to go to prison. Sometimes I really just want to go back because life was easier and I didn't have to deal with all of this, taking care of bills, going to a job, having to worry about like worldly responsibilities.
Eat 3 meals a day. Yeah, lucky I was intermittent fasting on accident. I would get one good meal a day, maybe snack a little bit. You ain't going 3 meals a day. Y'all tripping.
Yeah, same. I only eat 1 meal a day, and I snack sometimes. Like, how the fuck? What the fuck are we doing here? How are people in prison living better lives than people outside of prison? Yep, fuck all these people. Fuck all the people that allowed all this illegal immigration to happen. Fuck the people that allowed him to get his CDL. And fuck that guy for coming here in the first place and killing that family. Fuck them all! I know it should happen to every single one of them. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell for all notifications.